I'm Shamika Sanders.
I'm Najee Rain.
And I'm Jim the Weavhaman.
Yes. And today is Wednesday, March 25th, 2026. Welcome to IFC News.
And before we go any further, let me introduce you to my new co-host, my anchor woman, should I say, Sharon Ray. How y'all feeling?
Oh.
Good. Happy to be here. Thankful.
Thank you.
New
Thank you
York
for the
in the
opportunity.
building.
Okay, period.
Yeah.
You're...
That's because wherever the culture is, that's where you're going to see Rain and Shamika.
Okay.
Act like you know.
This is the IFC News, information for and to the culture, where we cover everything that you need to hear, but we give it to you the way you want to hear it.
So, following the deadly accident that happened Sunday to Monday morning at New York LaGuardia's airport, the NTSB announced that the fire truck involved in the accident did not have the proper equipment to communicate with air traffic control.
Crazy.
Which is really such an unfortunate case because federal investigators revealed the runway warning system didn't trigger an alarm because the truck was not equipped with one. And that is literally an internal issue. That is a problem. It is not okay. The plane carrying 70 people collided with the fire truck while landing, killing an Air Canada pilot and the co-pilot, while injuring many others who were aboard. And the crisis comes at the height of the nationwide disarray within airports due to the partial government shutdown. So what a crazy turn of events.
Yeah.
Like, we literally have a government shutdown, and it's statistically proven that in the beginning of the year, a lot more flights are crashing and malfunctioning.
Yeah.
And I feel like...
At the end of the year, it seems like this past couple years, we've seen more flight accidents or something going on with flights or people running off of, like, we've seen a lot of stuff that we haven't seen since I was born. I've never known to be this many plane accidents or plane incidents in my life until this last few years right here.
You know what?
Yeah, especially
It's a
while
pattern.
technology is supposed to be getting better. And
Yes.
Yeah, isn't it
It's okay.
AI, isn't it like Chat GP, what they call all this stuff that's supposed to be getting ready to run our whole world, and it's supposed to run it way better than us humans have run it, but it seems that we're running into complications when it comes to certain things. So I definitely send my condolences to the family of the pilot and the co-pilot. I know that's crushing. And anybody who was involved in the accident and got injured, my heart goes out to you. Hope everybody gets well soon.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. And to your point, Jim, we've seen a lot more of these aviation accidents under this administration, because right now the airports and the airlines are in such disarray because there are lack of resources. There are people who are doing one job and who's supposed to be doing one job, and they're doing a lot of jobs, right? So communication issues like this, like you said, are internal.
I mean, even the airport, like, look, we almost didn't have a producer today. JB said it took her 3 hours just to get to the plane. She almost missed the plane today. So it's like everything is affecting everything, like a domino effect when it comes to the aviation business right now, especially in America. I don't know how it's doing in the rest of the country, in the rest of the world, but in our country right now, we're starting to see a lot of confusion, I think.
Yeah, and a very preventable accident. Like the fact that this was equipment, these are lives we're playing with. These, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is an accident where equipment failed and, you know, maybe something ran off the runway. These are people's lives. People are dying. And I feel like, you know, we're putting ICE agents, you know, to help back up TSA people and putting people in these jobs that they aren't qualified for. And you get incidents like this. Like you said, it's a domino effect.
ICE is a whole nother.
Yes.
I feel like ICE is the new ISIS, but I'm not going to get too much into that. I'm going to let you get into that.
moving forward, we could take it over.
Yes. Well, speaking of the United States and the president we have right now, we are unfortunately at war. And the president keeps trying to push this war and go into Iran, a place where we do not know what they have, because we are dealing with two leaders who seem to be liars, and we don't know what we're getting ourselves into. And that's a problem when you're trying to send bodies over there, because as we mentioned, you are playing with people's lives, okay? And this may be over, they want us to believe, you know, whatever it's over, whether it's oil, gas, and control of, you know, weapons of mass destruction. But we know this seems to be an ego battle right now.
Absolutely.
I would say that, because I would say, we know the most powerful thing you can do as a leader is show restraint.
Yes.
But this seems to be a pissing contest. Pause.
Okay.
Oh, pause.
Okay.
Pause. But it seems to be a bit of that, would you say?
Absolutely. It's one of those things where, like, as me and Shamika were talking about a couple days ago, it's like, why are our leaders putting us in so many high-risk, low-reward situations? It's like, you're here to lead us, you're here to protect your countries. Everybody, that's it. That's the job of essentially almost every leader of every country, ever. Yeah. And it's so often they are forcing wars. It's like, you can prevent war, you can show restraint.
High risk and low reward.
That's terrible. That's not the American way.
The thing about high risk and low reward, they're not telling you about the side that some people are getting filthy rich from this high risk and low reward. This is where the country changes scapes when it comes to liquidity in people's bank accounts, is war. 100%. But I'm not going to talk too much about it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen wars help during times of depression and things like that. But I don't even think this administration thinks like that. I don't think they're trying to help the people. Trump has literally said that people will die. Like, and this is coming from someone who has a complete disconnect from the everyday people. And it's unfortunate that we're here because, you know, we told people not to vote for him. And, you know what I'm saying? I digress, because we're here right now.
Yeah, our president needs to be evaluated. And speaking of leaders, Delta Airlines has announced that they will be suspending its special travel perks for Congress amid the partial government shutdown. Talk about leading the way as an airline.
Does that go for diplomats too, like for Harlem diplomats? You can't slide through no more?
I'm gonna let you know something. Everybody's on the line, Jim, okay? Everybody's on the same line, Jim, okay? Including you, all of us. Let's go. We're going.
My face card is clean in the airport, though. They might let me.
I'm not gonna hold you. Mine works sometimes too, like, but I feel like it's definitely something that needs to be spoken about. And I kind of like that it's happening because I feel like this is a time, we're in very interesting times right now.
Yes, let them wait.
It's like, yeah, like we're all civilians. Let's go.
Yeah, let them feel what it feels like to
get in the line with us
in these situations. And first of all, I don't think Congress are talking to the president much right now. So no, you go see what the people are dealing with because the communication is lacking all over the place. We started talking about the lack of communication with the aviation, and now we're bringing it to Congress, who is, you know, lacking communication with the president. So let them wait.
Yeah,
see what it's like, okay?
The amount of record-breaking call-outs that TSA has had since February 14th, they just do not have the labor to accommodate anybody. And that is why I feel like the perks have to stop, because the more we are accommodating people, the less accessibility that everybody else gets. And that's not okay when you got people missing their flights because of a government shutdown. So shout out to Delta.
And perks usually happen when things are going good.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think we're heading in that direction right now.
Absolutely.
I think everybody needs to pull up their bootstraps.
Not by the hair on our chinny chin chin.
Okay.
After hearing a case regarding mail-in ballots, the Supreme Court appears to be ready to limit the alternative voting method. So this administration continues to try to deter people, our people, because these type of laws affect our communities in disproportionate ways. Marginalized communities, lower income communities who may not have IDs, who may not have access to citizenship records, like who's walking around with their birth certificate. And now mail-in ballots are being affected by these things. And it's all reasons to keep us from voting. You know, as Black communities, we already have a distrust with the government. And they're banking on that. They're like, we don't want you to go vote. And, you know, we don't think that you're even paying attention to these type of issues. So I really want to commend us and Jim, you know, for allowing us to talk about these things because this is important. They're hoping that we don't talk about it. They're hoping that we just be like, oh, okay, well, that doesn't affect me because I'm not voting anyway.
I mean, because they know that voting is not one of the most important things inside of the Black community. That's not talked about. That's not preached to us. They never show us what the difference could be made by us voting. But I will say this, that we do need to get up and vote. It doesn't matter who you vote for, but us just showing presence and us just showing that we're knowledgeable about what's going on is a big step. So I would encourage everybody to go out and vote. Do a little bit of due diligence, man. Don't do no due. Pick white or black, pick one, but just go out and vote. That's a big step to helping our community and starting to change the narrative with what the government's been doing.
Yeah, people die for our rights to vote. Our ancestors literally fought hard. They wouldn't be trying to take it from us if it wasn't important.
And we're important. We can change. We can change any vote. Like that. If we come together, they know that we can change any vote when we want to. So that's the power that Black people have, and we need to dive more into our power.
Yeah. When we begin to bridge that gap between knowledge and accessibility and the rights that come with those two things, we will be fine. So we're just gonna keep talking about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the vibe.
The power of the press.
So more news when it comes to rights and history. A recent discovery of KKK memorabilia from the 1960s was found by the Mississippi Department of Public Safety as they prepared to move to a new headquarters. A blue suitcase filled with documents and other items, including pamphlets, charters, and a ledger book with minutes and more were found. Klan propaganda material, including a pamphlet entitled "The Ugly Truth About Martin Luther King." Why wasn't it entitled Junior? Published by the United Klans of America was also found.
United Klans of America is
Wild.
wild.
OD
That
wild.
is
But not really
diabolical.
wild.
That
When
is
let's be
crazy.
real, like,
Yeah.
not really, bro. Like, it's very, very, you know what I'm
They
saying?
got a
Like,
company name that? The United...
That's how they was moving. They was letting them move any kind of way.
Them motherfuckers was established.
Yeah.
Word.
Established. The founding fathers damn near established.
Not-for-profit, I guess.
Like, what? Hey, don't play with it. Don't play with it. Act
Not
like you know.
government
Please,
funded.
everybody watching this,
Okay.
act like you know. Please. Even if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
Yeah, I mean-
Like, y'all are wildin'. Like, because this is outrageous. I just want you to notice, like, this is the type of stuff
egregious.
where I need you guys to understand, they're talking about digitizing this, making it accessible to us in the future.
Yeah.
When we got African-American museums being shut down.
This is what I was going to say. They want to take our history books away from us, but then they want to try to make this, like, this is this. This is disgusting. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I think it's such a coincidence that all of a sudden they found this under this administration in this current time when they are taking away our books, closing down and taking away funding, taking away DEI, taking away all of the things that help our communities. And now all of a sudden they want to find some documents about the KKK from the 60s. And now they want to make it to you really easy for you to get it to.
Sketchy.
Like, it's very sketchy, and I think it's a coincidence.
I think they're playing in our
It's
face.
just all selective.
Always.
And it's manipulative. And I think
Always playing.
everybody's tired.
You know what? When y'all publish it, make sure y'all publish their addresses too. Publish, you know.
It's gonna be public knowledge.
Some
We gonna get
their
'em.
social handles, all of that.
We're gonna know.
A new law has gone into effect as NYC employers must now give 32 hours unpaid protected time on top of your sick time, okay? So if you see me out one day and I come back with my braids or my new wig, please mind your business, okay?
Act like you know.
Workers also get up to 20 hours of paid prenatal leave, and that is essential. New York City, as a mom of two, has the worst care for mothers. And so I'm happy to see that this, is a new act and a new law. Shout out to Mom Donnie. He is doing the work.
Yeah, matching with that, he has the 2K coming out for 2,000
Yes,
city kids that get
yes.
free child care. I love
Okay.
that. And they're gonna extend it to 12,000 kids next year. I love them. I'm the baby, so I love the babies.
And I got two of them. So it's very important. And he did say he ran on these politics. He said he was going to make universal child care. And I was like, how is he going to do that? Like, how do you actually make that happen? And I'm really interested to see how he's making it happen.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, shouts to the mayor, no disrespect, but he seems he's got a lot of finesse in his campaign, like New York people do. The finesse never stops, I will tell you that.
That's a
Shouts
fact.
to the mayor, man. I hope you take care of our city, man. I don't know what's going on right now, but you need to show us a little bit more. You know what I mean? Show us something, Jack. We're waiting for you.
Heard you.
Besides like his bedazzled Carhartt, he had on a custom Carhartt that was pretty fly. And people were like, all right now, you get,
Nah, go. We're living in a crazy city. And speaking of more crazy news, actress Nia Long is seeking court-ordered protection from a woman she says is stalking her. A woman making us look bad during Women History Month. This is crazy. Like, come on, chill out.
Stalking is bad, but it's Nia Long.
Like,
Women-
no,
women-
absolutely not. Don't say that.
Women on women stalking is kind of scary.
And it's funny because Rihanna just had a
just
shootout
about
and
to
it was
say.
a lady. Like,
Was
we
there,
good?
Was there
Are
carpet?
y'all
Was
good?
there carpet involved?
Oh, see, I knew where you was going with that. Hold on now.
But what's really crazy is that the woman who's stalking her is claiming that they are romantically involved.
I told you it was a carpet
stalkers
involved.
are
I knew there was a
But
carpet
I've loved her my
involved.
whole life, and if Nia Long like girls, I would know. Okay? Because I like Nia Long.
Nia Long is
So,
one of the
I don't know
baddest.
what is going on. Like,
gay.
and even if she was gay, that doesn't mean she could stalk her.
Wait. So you said you like Nia Long. That means that would make you that would make your only gay exception for Nia Long, or that's just something. I'm gonna get out your business.
I got a lot of rules and I got a lot of
I
exceptions.
was like, where is
Let's
that
do
going, Jim?
We're giving rules here.
Nia Long is definitely one of them. Y'all are
Okay.
bugging. Like,
We started
what?
with carpets and then we got there. Okay,
Yes.
let's
Nia
Let's
Long's
stick to
fire.
the rules.
Move on,
Some
okay?
people, please.
yeah.
All right.
Well, okay, so I'm actually.
Stay focused.
Y'all know how much I love Jay-Z, so I want y'all to zoom in on me, but not really because y'all cameras be HD. All right, if y'all got the tickets though, let me know. But Jay-Z, as we know, he announced he will be at not only Roots Picnic, but he will be doing 3 shows at Yankee Stadium. Tickets have sold out. You can still get them, but you know those resellers are going to get you for those prices.
Those resellers are eating right now.
I know, but he also appeared on the cover of GQ magazine, and in his cover story interview, he actually covered an array of things. It was a 2-hour-long sit-down with the writer, but one of the things that came out of it was him talking about why he decided to choose Kendrick Lamar for the Super Bowl halftime show. And respectfully, Jay-Z was like, I'm fucking Jay-Z, okay? I don't have to hate on Drake and make a move like that to put Kendrick or try to uplift him, and there's no conspiracy against Drake. Kendrick was having a banner year. He was the artist that he chose, okay? So, Hope said it, so.
That's what it is, yeah. I feel like
It was great. It was great to see Hov in doing the interview. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I would say that I wouldn't know if there's music to come out, but I can say that we should expect something, and not just the concert. I don't think he's starting to do all this promo and being as visible as he is all of a sudden.
yeah, he's loaded up. Come on, he's
without
married to
having
B. They got a
nothing
plan.
to say. I mean, I do believe we're in store for something. I can't tell you if it's music or not, but watching Jay for so many years, he definitely has something incredible up his sleeve for the people. And I do believe that that concert in Yankee Stadium will be one for the history books. So if there's a way to get you some tickets, I suggest you should try to get some. Me, myself, I'm looking for a bootlegger myself. I don't know if I don't know if they're gonna let me.
Jim, how you looking for a bootleg when you taking us?
I was looking at you, Jim.
We all gonna be looking for
This
scalpers,
is
you
crazy,
heard?
bro. Call me. Excuse me. Call me. Take me to the concert.
I'm
Take
trying
me
to
to
get
the
the
concert.
dugout seats.
Call
I want to be right there. Like,
Call
Shouts
me.
to everybody over there.
It's insane. Like, I'm going to the concert.
Yeah.
Call me.
He got the city fucked up.
I see all my DMs.
this is a
DM
good
me.
definition
You got-
of. He got
Email me.
He got grown men fucked up right
We
now. He got
going.
people in their feelings about this concert right now. Like, it's
Absolutely.
almost
Call me.
crazy. People are starting to buy their outfits right now.
I already started thinking about it. I
Going,
actually,
bro.
Say,
I'm going. I'm going. I
Hov
already got
is
my
out.
custom Yankee fitted. I'm going.
I was just looking at yours just now. I was like, maybe Jim will, let us get one of his
Yeah, that's
bedazzle fitted.
that was my
Oh, and also just for
alter
fun.
ego to Jay's blue Yankee. I had to hit him with the red Yankee. Red is my favorite color. You all know that.
Let me shop your closet, Jim. Hold on, okay? But moving on, because I could
Jim.
stay on, hold for forever. Okay.
Pause.
Pause. That.
But you're a female. I'm gonna leave it alone. But that's still.
Yeah, you
No,
can keep
but-
going. You can keep going.
We can cut that out though. My man might be like, whoa.
No, we're not cutting out. You got pause. We're gonna leave it in. But go ahead.
Okay. In a recent sit down with Angela Yee, boxer Clarissa Shields reveals she plans on having her first child with rapper Papoose in 2027. To quote her, next year will be a whole different level of content because me and Pap plan on having our first child together.
Incredible.
I wish her nothing but the best. I think Clarissa Shields takes a lot of hate, and I think she's an incredibly talented athlete and also pushing women's boxing forward so much. I do hope that for her mental health and just, bringing in a child to this situation that, Pap works out everything he has to work out on his end with Remy so that she could just, not have to deal with all of that. Because when you're pregnant, you're already dealing with so many emotions. Having the public talking about him still being married.
Well, that's
You don't
gonna
wanna
happen. That's what
that's
the
what
public
they
is
do.
there for. There's no way around that. They're gonna talk shit. They're gonna spew nastiness about you. It's social media. That's what they've been doing. I can't say this. Shout out to Clarissa. She's been doing a hell of a job in the boxing ring. She's been clearing shit. She does get a lot of hate, but she's at the top.
Yeah,
When
she's
you at the
definitely
top,
one of our legends. Like, I
well,
feel like
they
we gotta
don't have
respect
too
it.
many good things to say about you. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't like you to be in that position, but she's showing resilience. And every time she do step back in the ring, she proves it with success.
Yep.
Shout out to her and Pap. Look like they have a great relationship. I look forward to see what she's continue to do in the boxing ring, and hopefully they have a beautiful family.
Facts. I feel like she gives us more than we even deserve to know most of the time.
She shows strength. It shows how strong
OD strength.
the black women are.
OD
you know what I mean?
strength.
Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about Clarissa. I feel like I really don't love how people dog her out so bad.
It's because like the media, you know, they gotta pick. Everybody gotta pick sides. They choosing, but people gotta understand that like she's an athlete, so she's
What I don't
here
like
regardless.
is when men take the position to talk shit about women, and not even just Clarissa. This period, and I think
in women's business.
Yeah.
men should be. I mean, you could do a little bit better than that. I mean, you could find somebody your size to talk shit about, but that's a whole nother conversation. Shout out to Clarissa. Shout out to Pap. Wish you nothing but success.
Facts. Keep killing them, Clarissa, for sure. And speaking of women who don't care about what people think, Carisha Young Miami Brownlee has no regrets about her relationship business and with business and entertainment mogul Sean Diddy Combs. So as we know, you know, the former city girl opened up to Charlamagne the God in a recent interview out of context where she talked about how she stood by him during his sexual assault scandal despite the negative impact that it caused on her career.
Did she?
Yeah, she had some setbacks.
Oh yes,
from that.
right. She did write me a letter.
Yeah.
Free Diddy, I must say that is my big bro. You heard?
Understood.
I have friends that have done
Respectfully.
a lot of different things, and then you know what I mean. So I don't hold nothing against my friends as far as my personal connection. So free him, I wish him none, but I mean, good energy, and hope he get ready to come back out and claim it strong. I believe that the worst has happened already to him. I believe he has a chance to come back, rehabilitate, become stronger, and show black people exactly why his name is Diddy.
So in court, she actually wrote for a changed man letter for him, talking about how the man that was presented in the case wasn't the man she experienced. And I do understand that in some cases you receive different versions of people. Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, I mean, baby fathers are locked up right now. I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, well, I don't know what version of him she experienced. That's their business. I do know that Diddy was, right up until the time he was taken away, he was still indulging in his thing. So I think the key word there, though, was rehabilitation. All right? So Diddy has, people love Diddy. And people love Bad Boy. I love Bad Boy music. Like, it's such a sensitive topic. It's hard to see one of your idols, if that he was that for you, in this type of position. So, I think that we just have to see when he comes out. We really hope that he is rehabilitated and and really ready to do better.
Yeah. Yes.
Shout out to
The biggest thing we need to realize, too, is that, like, when it comes to court, it's always what you can prove. It's not about who's evil or good. It's about what happened in the case, who defended him. He did his time. He comes out. What will he do when he's free again? That's what we're waiting to see with Diddy.
It's all media tactics also that has a lot to do with a lot of things, and not to make anything clear. I'm just talking about in any situation. A lot of times media puts the 10 on the 2 no matter what the situation is for anybody, you know what I mean? But that's a whole nother situation. What else we got going on?
All right, but up next on IFC, we check in with Naya Lorraine about a few things going on in the sports world. Taking it over to you, Naya.
Go, Knicks.
Thanks, Rain. Team USA players will receive $100,000 each for winning the Fanatics Flag Football Classic. The team won all of their games by a margin of 106-44 against teams comprised of celebrities and NFL players. First of all, congratulations to Team USA Flag Team. I hope they're nothing like me, because I would tell everybody with ears that I beat Jaden Daniels, OBJ, Saquon Barkley. I'd even have them put it up at the marquee in the club. On a serious note, I wonder if this win determines how they'll choose who plays for the USA, the first ever USA Olympic flag team in 2028. Just because you're a big name in the NFL doesn't mean you can play flag football. How's your bracket? March Madness is in full swing for both men's and women's college basketball, and there have been some great upsets already. On the men's side, the number 11 seed in Texas knocking out the number 3 seed Gonzaga in a nail-biter. That was a really good game. On the women's side, Iowa State was knocked out on the first round by Syracuse, and USC went into overtime with a close call against Clemson, coming out on top. As the tournament continues on both ends, the competition gets harder and the madness is just beginning. You have to expect the unexpected in March. My brackets are shot, but I'm having a ball watching these games. The home team, St. John's, wins on a buzzer beater to punch their ticket to the Sweet 16, along with Iowa men's team with a huge win over the defending champs and the number 1 seed, Florida. Crushing loss for Audie Crooks, who scored 37 points against Syracuse, but a huge win again for USC against Clemson, thanks to their freshman Jazzy Davison. But can they do the unthinkable and beat the other USC in South Carolina tonight? Los Angeles Lakers star Luka Doncic has avoided a suspension after the NBA rescinded his 16th technical foul for the season, allowing him to play tonight against the Detroit Pistons. Doncic receives the technical foul against the Orlando Magic on Saturday, and in a post-game interview stated that he hoped the call would be overturned by the league. Doncic reached 16 technical fouls threshold in 2 different seasons with his prior team, the Dallas Mavs. Both seasons, the 16th technical foul was rescinded. The NBA boys are going through it this season. There's been a lot of physical and verbal altercations this year. What's going on, guys? Luckily for the Lakers and for Luka, he will avoid paying the price for racking up 16 techs. But maybe the guys need to do a little yoga before the game starts. Center yourselves. I love fierce competition, but not at the cost of losing an important piece to the team right before the playoffs start and the season ends. Women's junior weight boxer Isis Seo has been placed in a medically induced coma after suffering serious injuries in her latest match in San Bernardino, California. Seo, who is 19, faced boxer Jocelyn Camarillo in the opening bout of the Pro Box TV's card at the National Orange Show event, where she was knocked unconscious after a series of multiple headshots. Seo has suffered her second consecutive knockout loss. This is a sad, sad story coming out of the boxing community. I know many former boxers and even trainers speak on the dangers of boxing, and this time we're watching it play out in front of our eyes in real time. Prayers to Isis Seo and her family and her team. We hope that she makes a full recovery and is able to continue doing whatever her heart desires after some much needed care and rest. Inter Miami CF head coach has announced that they will not rest international soccer star Lionel Messi in the final stretch of games heading into the World Cup. Messi has not yet confirmed he will play for Argentina in the World Cup, saying that he will make his decision based on his fitness and how he feels going into the summer games. The World Cup is set to take place from June to July in different countries around the world. Now, Messi won his first World Cup in 2022 with Argentina, and if you're anything like me, you were hoping that maybe he try to go for the back-to-back. But then again, you have to realize that Messi's not getting any younger, and he's done all that he can out on the field. So if he hangs it up here, it's actually a great place to hang it up. I'm your girl, Nyla Rain, and that's all I have for you today in the world of sports. Now let's get back to Sham and Rain at the IFC News headquarters.
And now let's get into some weather with your favorite weatherman with the Drip Report.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. I know you missed me. If you wonder where I've been around the world, and welcome back to the #1 weather show in the whole country, the Drip Report. Did you miss me, baby? You know what type of show this is. Not only do we prepare you for the weather, we show you how to get drip for the weather. If you don't know what the word drip means, that's dress to impress. That's that fly, that's that splashing. And let's get right into that, because I know that's why we're here, for the drip. Starting from the bottom, good pair of Solomon's pink joints. You know that's my favorite color. Check my sweatsuit out. This is from the set collection, the pink collection. Stop playing with us. Dipset in the building. Good hoodie, zip up, good Mazda, always. Good glasses, VO frames. How you like the hat? Ooh. Stop playing with us. Now, let's get into some weather. I know it's the spring. One thing I am happy about and look forward to is the good weather. Today, not so much as a little soggy, maybe a little shower cap to cover up that good hairdo, baby girl, but listen, there's better times coming. We could get ready to put all them heavy coats away. Baby girl, throw those Uggs away, you heard? Throw them away. I got a thing to say about Uggs. They said Uggs were made for the beach. I don't know how that goes, but I can tell you what they're not made for, this soggy weather today. And lows is 38, highs about 44. Tomorrow, yeah, sunshine. Get the all-white Air Forces out, baby girl. It's still a spring, not the summer. We don't need the wrestling suits just yet. Something light, you heard? Make sure the hair's dead, toes is dead, maybe some open-toe sandals. A little bit, sunny, highs 47, just the way I like it. Ooh, pow. Don't you love it? The Drip Report, we right back at you.
Thank you, Jim. And now for our feel-good story of the day.
U.S. women's hockey player Layla Edwards is having a fantastic year so far. So Edwards became the first black woman to win an Olympic gold medal in hockey, as well as the first black woman to score a goal on Olympic ice. And she didn't even stop there. The star followed it up shortly after by winning the NCAA National Hockey Championship with the Wisconsin Badgers hockey team. Edwards is having a historic run and really sealing her name in the history books as one of women's hockey's best players ever. This is the Ohio native's third NCAA championship win with Wisconsin and shows how impactful she really is to the sport. And that's something that we already know black woman is going to show up and do. Right? Be excellent.
Blacky.
Be great.
Show up and show out.
That's what I'm saying.
And
like,
look good doing it.
never ever am I failed to be amazed or surprised by us. But I'm often left with the feeling of wondering why we always have so many first.
Now, right?
But I guess it's not really a question. You
Yeah.
know? It's just one of those things where, you know, we playing catch up, but we still gonna blow y'all out.
Yeah. I mean, we've been
like you
first.
know.
We're just getting the recognition.
Exactly. The original. You know what I'm saying? Act like you know.
Yeah, the originator, none greater. Okay?
And with that being said, thank you so much. That's our episode for today, brought to you by Playmaker.
To stay up to date with what's happening around the world and in the culture, like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you follow us on social media.
And we will definitely see you back here Friday night at 8:30 p.m. for another episode of IFC News. Thank you, everybody, for being tuned in. Signing out.
Signing off. Bye.
Weatherman with that